Okay, we're playing this time.
Hello and welcome back to the Krug. We are here at round 3, playing Firefight. And so we have Andy playing Morat Aggression Force and Joel, who's going to be playing Starmada from O12. Now, this is a live streamed event, so just bear in mind that there may be some occasional swearing. We will so be advised for kids. And we will try and limit that, but sometimes things happen. And for us, I am Devin, and I have Ian here with me. That's from
Hello.
Metachemistry. And so we're going to be going over the last game of the day here. So we're playing Firefight in this round. And so Starmada has won the lieutenant role and is electing to go first.
With a nice roll of a 10 there.
And so for Firefight, this is kind of the really aggressive mission of the lineup. This is all of the points are coming from, or the majority of the points are killing enemies. So you're getting points for killing more specialists, more lieutenants, more army points, and then you've got a couple from classifieds as well as grabbing items from the panel, please.
Also explain the terrain.
And we're playing again on the lovely pre-painted Cosmica Krug Edition terrain from Warsenal. Jay and crew have done such an amazing job, and it's really nice to see the set in that Krug blue.
Yeah. Right now they're doing their exclusion zones, coming down on the pre-deployment factor of the mission setup. So that is actually interesting deployment. Trying to block off some routes of advance, maybe provide some saturation zone to
Dump it out, get rid of it.
trying to do some stuff with the blocking off routes of advance and providing saturation zone for some defensive capabilities in the mission.
How are they playing terrain?
Can you switch me off?
Yeah, just asking.
You guys, how are you handling the rooftop?
We're treating this as
Infinite
Infinite
height?
height, yep. Into, out of, not through.
Yep.
And we're playing interiors on all the perimeter buildings.
Sounds good.
Yes, that is marking my deployment zone.
Okay.
Yep.
The new Warsenal Cosmica terrain, the pre-painted stuff that's just been coming out. It's a beautiful terrain set. So really excited to see this. Do you want to quickly go over the objectives for the mission, Devin?
Yeah, so just to go over those again, we have 2 points for killing more specialists, 2 points for killing more lieutenants, 2 points for killing more overall army points. We're going to try and keep an active army point kill counter up here for you. And you get a point for getting more items out of the panoplies. And lastly, there are 3 classifieds for each player that are worth a point apiece.
And as we mentioned, there are the quantum anomaly zones. Those do go down 1 for each player. They are a saturation zone as well as terrain 0G, and then any active trooper that declares or performs an order inside of one, touching or inside, must make a saving roll against BTS with a PS of 10. So there is some risk factor involved if you end up interacting with these.
And the players have agreed to play infinite height for the center open building, so that's going to cut down sight lanes pretty significantly during this match. Also, you'll see some extra objectives that have been placed so far on Andy's side. He's just using those to mark out his deployment zone for now, and those will be removed, of course, later.
Yeah, it's very smart. I get stuck on the I'm gonna measure out everything every time kind of thing, but
That's me too.
yeah, a lot of players like to mark it out, and that is absolutely fantastic for speed of deployment, especially in the standard deployment zone. Now that said, this mission does have a 16-inch deployment zone rather than the standard 12, so it gets right into the dirty firefight right off the bat.
Yeah, I'm interested to see. We still need to go over some lists here, but the firefight has a designated landing zone, so any parachutist can come in on any table edge, including the back.
As well as the +3 for airborne deployment to land anywhere on the table. That stacks with the Evo bot running controlled jump.
So yeah,
Joel gave me 2, so just make sure. I know you guys know to pick the right one.
Joel's list is
I'll be in and out.
all right. So I'm going to start off by going over Joel's list since he's up first. So he's got a combat group, kind of an even split. Looks like an 8-7 split. So group 1, you've got a Kappa hacker with submachine gun. You've got a pair of Raven Eyes, one of which will be the lieutenant. A Psychop killer hacker. Got a jackboot with a heavy machine gun, a cyber ghost that's going to be rocking the HD plus, a Sharko Ford observer, and a combat jump crusher. And then in group 2, you've got Shona Carano, a beta trooper. This is going to be the doctor with the boarding shotgun, and then an Epsilon multi-sniper. I imagine those are going to be deployed together. And we've got a tactical awareness Oko bot. That's the Ford observer bot. A roadbot paramedic, a Varangian, and finally a plane repeater fussbot.
And looking at over Andy's Morat aggression force list, this is actually very interesting. We have a pair of Sogorats, one with Feuerbach, one with APHMG, the Feuerbach being the lieutenant option here. Then there is a Yaugat with the Spitfire MSV Trooper. That's a great one to catch people off guard and take out some of those Mimetism troops. Kaitok, double chain rifle plus 2 burst, and Flammenspear. That's another good one for bullying the opponent. So basic Morat Vanguard with a combi rifle, a Dartok with a submachine gun, an Icadron for the extra order baggage bot with flamethrower plus 1 burst, R drone, flash pulse bot, and a Dadarazi with chain rifle and grenades and smoke grenades. And then in group 2, there is a pair of Rodox, one with the X-Visor Spitfire, it's an interesting profile, as well as a hacker with hacking device upgrade Trinity with a boarding shotgun. That'll get some work done. And then there's an Osnat fire team operator who's got the fire team master Hungries. She has a combi rifle and smoke grenade launcher and looks like 3 Gakis that she'll probably be paired up with, who will get the bonus of being regular troops due to that fire team master.
Yeah, plenty of fuel for those Rodox. Yeah, Rodox just got such a glow up. They're pretty wild. Being a hacker, a standard hacker with the Trinity upgrade gets you like most programs you would want, and it doesn't even cost SWC.
Yep, that is the Cosmica terrain from Warsenal. It is a new set. They're starting to do this pre-painted, and it is absolutely beautiful. Yep, and all the links to the sponsors are going to be in our description down below. Yep, and that also includes the Deep Cut Mat and the Baron of Dice that are rolling for this live stream.
And it looks like they might be playing terrain a little bit different. They might be doing open line of sight across the rooftops and into the building, so they're still deciding on that. I'm going over the doors right now just in terms of how they want to handle movement.
Yeah, and this is always super important in your games, is to discuss the terrain with your opponent and go over situations how you want to treat it, because you don't want to have surprises later on in the game about how something's going to be treated and leads to bad feels at times. So this is very important in the pre-game area to discuss your terrain with your opponent.
They are using it as infinite height? Okay, so never mind. Back to infinite height. This is live show. We're doing it live. It's fine.
We're always doing it live.
I just told them to agree. Whatever they decide.
All right, so that's, like I said, that'll cut the board down quite a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the door allows big bases to enter.
Yep.
Stuff like
The Cosmic terrain does come with available roofs, so these are not normally open, but the roofs are removable so that you can play the interiors. Since the roofs are not there, and in order to avoid some potentially unfair line of sight issues into the buildings from above, they've decided to play those as infinitely tall, so completely blocking line of sight across the table. and so you can only see in from the doorways, and that is very common, especially in the United States and our metas, to do that with buildings that don't have roofs on them currently. But again, come to a consensus with your opponent as to how you want to play that.
Yeah, because ultimately, it's all about being on the same page. Like, that's what really matters. Like, you hate to be in those situations where nobody talked about it, and then you realize turn 2, now it's in a critical moment. Everyone's tense because the outcome has a lot more stakes. Whereas if you just discuss it beforehand, take a couple extra minutes, saves a lot of tension later in the game potentially.
Yes, it does. And we've all been in those situations where, something gets overlooked or assumed, and then it comes down to the wire, and it could make a big difference one way or the other in your results, depending on how that ruling goes. Much better to avoid the calling the judge to make a judgment if you can just talk about it ahead of time.
All right, I'm going to try and keep on top of comments as best as I can. We're kind of spinning a lot of plates, but I am watching at least some.
I'm watching the table. You watch the comments.
I have no idea what's happening, so that's on you.
Well, we're still in deployment. Joel is deploying first.
Someone's asked, are the blue rings QAZs?
Yes, they are. We have put down those Corvus Belli Krug templates as the quantum anomaly zones. So those are going to be in the saturation zones and terrain 0G, as well as a PS10 hit against BTS for interacting with them. See, Joel is deploying right now as he took the initiative and is now deploying first, so he can be counter-deployed by Andy when it is his turn.
Yeah, it looks like he's probably going to set up a defensive bunker around the building with the crate on top. Yep. So I think it's a Kappa hacker that just is going down prone. Not much is really going to be able to see that kind of at any point unless you get on top of one of the buildings on that side of the table.
Yep.
Since they're playing the center as infinite height. So it should be pretty safe over there. I imagine at least one of the Raven Eyes is going to be there as well.
Yes, we will be doing a kill point tally as the game plays. Yep, absolutely. And it'll be a wonderful time. We love having copies of the list so that we can keep it in real time without tipping off the players that are in the match themselves as to where they're at.
And
because the points value of your troops is hidden information.
Okay. So what we have here is we have a Raven Eye. We have a camo token. A Raven Eye here. We have a Kappa hacker here. Yep. That's not the right one. Oh, there it is. Yeah. So we have Kappa regular hacker here. We've got a killer Psychop hacker here. We've got a Raven Eye here. We've got a camo marker here. He's only got 2 EM mines. We've got a Jackboot HMG here. He's got Disco. He's got killer hacker, combat instinct, stuff like that. Inside here, you've got another Raven Eye.
Okay.
All right. Up here, you've got a Cyber Ghost, solo pitcher guy.
Okay. Sounds terrifying.
Yep. You got a baggage bot. Over here you have a road bot paramedic. And you've got an Oko, or a sensor bot with tactical awareness. You've got a Varangian here who is Warband Smoke Guy.
Sure.
And you've got a camo marker right there.
Okay.
That is prone. These camo markers are not prone.
All right, so coming back into the stream, looking at it, we're still deploying with Joel. I'm actually excited to see this match. Joel's been around in Infinity Computing for quite a long time. Heads up the, was it the IGC on Facebook? Was that correct, Devin?
He's one of the administrators.
Yeah, he's one of the administrators there. As I said, Joel's been around forever. He's a great guy. Comes out to tons of the events. He's a very good player. And on the other side, we have Andy. And Andy is much newer to Infinity. He has come in to the Colorado meta more recently, but he has a great attitude and is very exuberant and excited for about everything the game offers. And definitely a bit of the underdog in this situation. So I don't know who you guys are rooting for, but I know I'm rooting for Andy right now.
Yeah, so this will be an interesting matchup because it feels like Andy's got much more of a brawler list. So looking at the Morats here, there's a lot of more kind of close range infighting and a surprising amount of hacking from Starmada. So I'm kind of curious to see. I feel like there's going to be a lot going on in the center, I think.
Yeah, especially those hackers with the Sogorats and the Kai Talk. That's going to be interesting depending on how fast Joel can get up a repeater network or something to defend himself, or even go on the attack to shut that down preemptively. But that said, it looks like Andy's got a decent amount of speed with those Gakis and Ozmat fire team. He can get up a flank and maybe rush in and take out some of those issues if he gets a chance to.
Yeah, and it looks like, so on our poll here, looks like most of you are rooting for Starmada, which, I see how it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, lists, I don't believe we have a way to give you lists currently. We did go over them at the top, but I don't believe there's a way for us to post lists for you at the moment. We're still kind of getting used to this.
Are you able to talk through the lists or not?
Yeah, I can go through the list. We went through it at the top, but we can go through again.
Yeah,
But I knew.
the last one. So
Yeah.
you might just join late. Just say you join late. I'll give you a quick rundown on the short.
Sounds good. What? Oh, that's spices here? Oh, weird. Oh, I thought so.
Awesome. So, yep, we're still on Joel's setup right now. You want to go back over his list again for the people just joining in the stream?
All right, so for Starmada, we've got kind of an even split. So group one is going to be 8 orders, 8 regular troops. We've got a Kappa hacker. We've got a Psychop killer hacker. A pair of Raven Eyes with the EM mines, one of which is going to be the lieutenant. A jackboot heavy machine gun, a cyber ghost with hacking device plus, a forward observer Sharko, and a crusher that's going to be waiting to combat jump later. And that's the combat jump profile is the boarding shotgun Panzerfaust. And then group 2 is 7 plus a tactical. We've got Shona Carano. She's the sword master there. And then we've got a beta trooper doctor who's going to be pairing with the Epsilon multi-sniper. We've got a forward observer remote, the Okobot. A roadbot paramedic with submachine gun Panzerfaust riot stopper. A Varangian, this is the chain rifle submachine gun version. And then a Fuzzbot, this is just the basic 8.1.
And it looks like we have switched over to Andy doing his deployment. And I see a Sogarat, looks like the Feuerbach version going down over in a corner. Looks like we're getting into his R drone up on a roof, try to find some Overwatch support with the flash pulse there. We got a Kai Talk looking down on the one side, maybe he's going to roll up a flank if he gets an opportunity with, I think that's the Morat Vanguard behind it. So Andy is running a pair of Sogorats and Feuerbach in an PHMG version. So he's got some beef there with some heavy hitting power. We're going to see kind of where the Yaugat goes down. I don't see it quite yet, but is that the Yaugat going down? Maybe. Anyway, we'll come back to that. He's got the Dartok, an Icadron that is going to drop somewhere, or the R drone that's up on the roof, and the Dadarazi, and that's his group 1. In group 2, he's got a pair of Rodox, as well as an Osnat FTO running a fire team with 3 Gakis for some speed and close combat prowess. We'll wait and see where all that comes down. And I think he's got a decent spread on his list. It's got some beefy stuff. It's also got some speed and some close combat, but this is definitely a get-in-your-face kind of list.
Yeah, like all of the long range punch is mostly in the Sogorats, it feels like. I mean, there's a couple like Panzerfaust or Flammenspeer here and there, but really it's the Sogorats that are going to have to carry the long range firefights.
Yeah, and this table it's got a few fire lanes kind of going across, but it's got a few fire lanes going across, but yes, it has a lot more close range potential, which I think is going to favor Andy initially, provided that Joel doesn't strike him too hard off the bat.
All right. And so just to go over, since there's a lot of classifieds in this mission, Starmada is looking for nano espionage. That's where you have to gizmo kit or medikit an enemy specialist. Telemetry, which is where you want to apply targeted to an enemy trooper. And vigilance, which is where you take a medium or heavy infantry in zone of control and make a whip roll, as long as they're on their half of the table. And you get the +3 if you also have line of fire. And then for the Morats,
Looks like Andy is running with Capture, which needs veteran or elite troops or chain of command to end the game in silhouette contact with an enemy trooper that is in null or immobilized state. We have Net Undermine for a veteran troop, elite trooper chain of command that must be totally inside the enemy half of the table and spend a short skill and make a successful normal whip roll. And Suspected Infiltration for a doctor, hacker, veteran, or elite troop that is in silhouette contact with an enemy trooper whose troop type is not a remote or a tag, and you have to spend a short skill of an order and make a successful whip roll with +3 mod. And you can do that with a peripheral if you happen to be a doctor that can do that. So these are Andy's going to have to get there. He's going to have to get up close and personal to get these classifieds done.
too many words.
Yes, all of the words.
Some of them are really long. It's like there are definitely times where I just want to switch off and I'm like, I'm gonna bin these on like regular game night. Like no thanks.
Yeah, especially like the Suspected Infiltration. There's so many things. It's a whole card worth of words.
Let's see, an alpha being deployed? Let me see here. There's no alpha in the list, but I'm trying to see if there's anything else size 4, but it doesn't look like it.
Yeah, the only thing will be the Fuzzbot.
Yeah, the Fuzzbot is size 4. I'm going to see if I can get another angle on the table where I can see better. I'm going in. Yeah, kind of going through Joel's deployment here.
And I am seeing
there's no alpha on the table that I'm
Gaki's going
seeing.
down. Kind of looks like they're going to go right up the center, maybe through the building. So this could be an interesting play there, but also look fairly defensive to maybe hold those in reserve until after Joel's first turn, if he can get those to survive. And what are we looking at, Devin? What did we find out?
Yeah, I don't see an alpha that's on the table, so I'm not sure. Yeah, Andromeda is S4. I don't see her in the list. But yeah, so if you are seeing something on the table that I'm not, feel free to let me know. But yeah, so far everything looks good.
All right.
Oh,
like
I see.
We
Okay.
are dropping a reserve of an Epsilon. Is that the sniper there?
Yeah,
yes,
multi-sniper.
Epsilon multi-sniper. That is going to be a defensive linchpin for Joel up on top of that building, guarding that advance to one of the panoplies.
Yeah, and being on the opposite side of the table from the Sogorats, he's going to be in a pretty safe spot.
Indeed.
Gotcha. Okay, no problem. Yeah, I do love the Gamma Harris. It's ridiculous in the best kind of way. Oh, yeah. No worries, Summit. Yeah, that's totally fine. Like lots of Greek alphabet here, so nope, we're all good.
All the Greek alphabet. Oh, did we happen to see where the Varangian went down? I'm kind of curious because that's one of my favorite troopers.
Yeah, I'm sure he's going to be there to throw smoke for the Epsilon here.
Yeah, absolutely. That's Varangians are great. They are super fun with their close combat ability and smoke and everything. That said, they are way better in their home of Ariadne. I don't care what anybody says, that's where they belong.
I don't have anything to say to you. How dare you? They came out in 012.
And Cosmo. Weren't they at the same time, or roughly?
I think it was the same time, but you can't say it's just Ariadne.
Yeah, but we got the better profiles. We got the 9-point ones.
Well, there, then stop complaining.
Oh, y'all keep giving my precious T2 ammo to everybody.
Varangians don't get T2.
No, but, there's a decent amount of it in not Ariadne now.
I guess that's true. There is definitely more. Yeah, FSJ, it is Joel Traveler is on Starmada today. Yeah, Varangians are really solid troops. And I mean, it's just kind of what you need. Like, there's not really a lot of options for smoke, and so Varangians are pretty solid delivery for that overall.
Yep, I'm seeing Shona up at the doorway to that building. She's going to make a play right up the center there, which is going to be pretty good with that way it's structured and infinitely tall. I think he'll have a good luck with getting her where she needs to be quickly.
Yeah, and Shona's not really going to be very contested unless she runs into the one Datarazi. Like, there's not much that's going to give her a run for her money in close combat.
And it looks like the road bot inside the building on the other side, so that's going to be interesting. That's going to be some good speed there. Try to get some stuff. So, yep. All right, they're going over the order groups at the table right now and what the split is in anticipation of spending command tokens to potentially strip orders out of it to try to blunt the assault, as it were.
I'm curious. I need to double check what the Nimrod's being proxied as. I'm guessing. Let's see. Yeah, and of course we've got the Beta Trooper Doctor, who's going to be with the Epsilon. And Morats are just explaining their fire teams real quick and their combat groups.
We're getting real close to getting started with dice rolling.
All right, so now we're gonna start spending command tokens. And yeah, sounds like Morats are a little worried about Shona. So stripping from that group, which is going to be the Starmada Group 2. So that'll put Group 2 is going to go down to 5 regular, an impetuous, and a tactical there. Oh yeah, Saito Togon got a T2 shotgun. Yep.
Oh, that was fun. I had Saito pop out and take out Atalanta at point-blank range one game. It was a fun surprise with that update.
Well, that sounds rude.
If you've ever had to face Atalanta, you wouldn't think so.
Oh, that's my problem. I've only played with Atalanta.
Exactly. One of the other players at the tournament had an Atalanta on Atalanta match and got to discover how it feels to face that. So it was quite amusing hearing about that. But anyway, back to this game. Figuring out where the HVTs are for the purpose of potential classifieds or securing the HVT swap out. So that is cool, and looks like we are about to get close to getting started with actual dice rolls. Yep, right. We're pulling the deployment zone, and we are going to get started with our spending of orders.
All right, here we go. All right, so we're going to start. Again, Starmada is on the play, top of 1.
So the saturation zone does not affect SD, right?
Correct.
Yeah. Yeah. So he was just asked if the saturation of zones affects special dice. It does not, because special dice are always you roll your pool and then you discard one. So things like saturation zones do not affect that.
Yeah, it affects actual burst, not special die. which is kind of interesting to see that change, since saturation zones used to be a lot stronger against fire teams.
Yes.
And now fire teams actually like having saturation zones if they have to deal with them.
Yes, and that's interesting. I kind of like it. It's a little weird, but I kind of like it. I like some of the switch up and changes that we get periodically. It just breathes, fresh life into the game. So that's a new one with the special dice in this edition and how that interacts with some stuff. And I think it's really cool. To me, it feels like it's a way to keep your odds of hitting up while reducing the lethality ever so slightly.
Yeah, absolutely. Looks like Shona's moving up to start, and then checking some line of sight for the sniper.
I think that is actually, it might be the Varangi in there. Looks like Shona's still in the doorway on the other side.
Oh, is it? Oh, thanks.
And now we're opening up the door. Are we making the rush with Shona?
Ah, that one should. There we go.
Nope, closing the door, changing their minds.
Morats do still get releases, but they actually had a range refresh pretty recently.
Yes, they did.
So they actually have a lot of new sculpts.
Yep. So the refresh on them was pretty thorough. They don't have a whole lot of the older N3 sculpts that haven't been replaced. That said, I think we are now operating entirely without any of the N2 being current, correct?
Sograts.
Sograts are N3. They're 3D sculpted.
Oh, well then yeah, all of the N2 stuff definitely rotated out.
Awesome.
Okay. And you don't have anything over there? Oh, you have him. Say again?
Booty troops.
Oh, booty troops. Right. All right,
Booty
cool.
troop.
Is it everywhere? You guys are going to do it. It's going to start. All right, cool. Let's do this. So, in the second combat group, I'm going to move my Epsilon here to measure out. Shona is inside there, inside the 8s. So what we're going to do is he's going to move over 4. And we can see the Kaitak.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay.
Mind if I claim cover with this?
That's perfectly acceptable.
Okay.
Yep. And then Shona's going to move 6 inches to there.
Okay.
All right.
Arrow, I will use the Panzerfaust.
Seems legit.
I'll be on a burst 1 with a special dice for the Pure Fire team.
Okay, I'm going to shoot you with a with MSR, and we are over 32.
So that'll be a -3 for me.
And then mimetism and cover.
Mim, cover.
All right, so Shona moved around the side, and it looks like the Epsilon is now looking to engage the Kaitak. So some dice are rolling, and let's see what the results on that are.
Yeah, looking for new Achilles. Yeah, that's fair. The next wave, Sectoral for Combined Army, is going to be releasing, I believe, next month. So Achilles and Team Achilles are probably not too far behind. Yeah, Sogorot's definitely something I feel like every Morat player is looking for. And no new sculpts for now, but hopefully soon.
All right, so it looks like we took a hit on the Kaitak, and Andy is going to fail guts to try to get out of line of sight of that Epsilon. He's unfortunately looks like he's not going to be able to get completely out, so he's going to have to kind of take some more shots. So he's going to go prone instead. What's the token sitting on there with the Kaitak?
He's got a prone and fire team leader.
Fire team leader, thank you.
Yeah, looks like he's there with the Dartok.
Awesome, yep, that makes sense. That is a good fire team to do a duo. Looks like maybe the Morat Vanguard as well.
I'm not sure if the Vanguard's part of that team. I can't quite tell. All right. Yep. All right, so Kaitok's prone. I don't believe the Epsilon has line of sight to it.
All right, we got a Sarko coming out and revealing towards one of the panoplies.
Yes, and yeah, the Kaitok couldn't pass Guts. Like, there would be no effect of passing Guts because it can't actually get out of line of sight. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Scratch that. But yes, he did pass the religious roll. Starmada is being helmed by Joel Traveler. All right. So looks like the Sharko's trying to grab stuff from the panoply, or at least get in a position to do so later.
Yeah, and it's a good option to go there because there's not appear to be a whole lot of things that can contest that over on that side of the board. We do have a Flash Pulse bot, but that's going to be limited use at this time.
Yeah, Joel is Rattler NXT, I think, is Joel's ITS.
I believe so.
And Andy's ITS, I don't have in front of me.
But we will get that information posted when we can get a hold of it.
All right. So it sounds like Starmada's checking their options to see where they can, probably to bring that Crusher, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Yeah, checking for repeaters, checking for MSV. Not that the Crusher's hackable, but something to pay attention to. Doesn't want to be spotlit if it can help it. Yeah, so, and for the building, they're playing that you can fire in or out of the building, but not through both sides of a building. So as soon as they walk through the door, there'll be sight.
And that is a very common way to play in the American metas. But again, discuss your terrain with your opponents before deployment.
I don't know. Wild parrots are pretty advanced for Ariadne. I don't know if Straylocks need wild parrots.
Nah, they don't. And I say that as the Ariadne diehard.
All right. Trying to figure out some movement on this other side here.
I mean, I lost my last one, but it was a good time. If you want to wait until my turn though,
Full burst and arrow. Don't you get your full burst and arrow?
Trying to get him to go easy.
Don't look like I can make it, so I'll go right there.
okay.
See if I can push this button, get a panoply. Got a panoply.
Panoply.
See what I get. A 4.
4
Give me Mim 6 or something cool.
is a light flamethrower.
Light flamethrower. Cool. All right, so that was that.
That's 3 on group 2, right?
We started with 5. 1, 2. It's only 2. That's in the first group.
Ah, first group. Okay.
Yep. And I can't get in there. Yep. So you can see all of this?
Everything past this door until this starts to intervene.
Got it. All right. All right. Next thing we're going to do is he's going to roll over. He's going to stand up. And I can see that Flammenspiel. Ah, the other drone too.
He's going to get pulsed, but
if that's as tall as it is, can he see him?
can he see your hacker here?
Yeah.
Yeah, he can see him. Well, no. Not there yet. Oh, you're slicing the pie.
I want to see if I can see that guy.
Yeah, if we're playing these as open right here.
Okay. Okay, so no is it? Oh, because he's prone, right?
He's prone, yeah.
All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to roll this way.
Okay. To see
that.
Up here?
Yep.
Okay. I declare a flash pulse.
Cool. I declare forward observe.
15, I bust.
I missed.
15. Did I bust? Your
What did that
cup? No, plus minus. Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
I think you're good.
Yeah, because that plus minus it missed. I rolled 15 and 17. Not gonna work.
Yeah.
All right, cool. That's fun.
And he's group 1, right?
He's group 1, right?
Okay.
What's that? 5. We went down to 7. Cool. And you have a regular hacker on the board, right?
I have 2 hackers. I have a Dartok FTO and a Rindak hacker.
Okay. This dude can see down this pipe, right?
This gentleman?
That guy right there.
He's prone.
Oh, he's front, so he can't
Yeah.
All right, cool.
This guy can.
All right, seems good. So, yeah.
And this guy being the R drone. Sorry about that.
I have 3 orders. We're gonna use the first tactical awareness order. It's gonna be this dude right here. He'll be the duo team leader. What we're gonna do is we're gonna come out to here.
Okay.
Okay. He's gonna move 8. So this dude is gonna move out to here.
Okay. That's the robot with the HMG, right?
It's a robot to Panzerfaust.
Panzerfaust.
Yeah,
Okay.
He does not have an HMG. And this is a sensor bot.
Okay. With the Panzerfaust. Oh, but he's the fire team leader. I will, I'll flash the bot before it hits the cover.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going here. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm going to.
All right. All right. So just double checking mods here. All right, so Roadbot just landed a crit, but I don't think it was firing. It looks like it was firing with the SMG.
Roadbots are a really cool profile, that submachine and Panzerfaust heavy riot stopper combination. So they have a lot of versatility, plus the speed. Nice 8-4 move in their Roadbot form. And yep, going into combat form at some point, you get some nice boost to your ballistic skill and CC and all that. It's a great model overall. Really excited to see them use that.
Oh, I'm sorry, it was the Okobot taking the shots.
Oh, it was the Okobot. Perfect. That's also a great one with the Combi Rifle Flash Pulse. That is a fun one. The sensor bot in 012 uniquely has climbing plus.
Right, yeah. I mean, and there's a lot of places to run around on this table, so there's a good chance that'll be important. All right, so throwing a flash pulse. And takes the hit, making the saves. Oh, so he opened the panel plate, and yeah, picked up Mim -6 on the Oko. So yeah, so that's 3 panoply picks.
Joel is pulling out ahead with that right off the bat. It makes it, if you can get them early and then keep your opponent from getting there, it's points that it makes it hard to lose. Granted, it's only 1 point in the end, but you can get some good stuff like that. Mimetism -6 is what it was?
Yeah, Mim -6 on one of that.
That is one of my favorites. Super defensible, unless they have that MSV2. It's going to come in handy every time.
All right, my apologies. Coming back to chat a little bit. Let's make sure I'm not
We
missing
just got
stuff.
another one with a multi-rifle.
Yeah, some of the movement, I think, it's a little hard to tell from some of the angles. Yeah, I agree. Dice cam would probably be helpful for that. Let's see. I'm not controlling the camera, so.
Actually, he's going to move there.
Still inside the building?
No, he's outside the building. This guy was on top.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah.
the other gentleman is inside the building.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she's going to try to shoot right there. Let's see if it works.
This is a pitcher?
Yeah, pitcher.
Pitcher's down?
She's good there. Cool. Let's spend then. Or she's got one more. Yeah, let's get it there. So, yeah, she's going to move forward to right there, and she is going to end prone. She's going to put another one. Aha. Can I throw stuff in this?
I think so, yeah.
Let's just go there. Let's go right there and see where we get. All right, so I'm gonna shoot there, measure it out. Close to 16? Does it look 16? Just a range question. Did I make it within 16 or no?
That's outside.
Yep, okay. Three. Looks like I don't care. Okay, cool. All right, so that was 2 orders there. Let's spread our stuff out here, gentlemen. All right. Using the NCO order, we're going to bring him up to there. He's good. He'll be the link team leader. This guy's going to climb up to here,
Okay.
and he's going to end prone.
What does he have?
All right, so yeah, looking like Joel's having about 2 or 3 orders left. He's just launching a pitcher down. I think we're at 4 items out of the panoplies, so still no deaths. It's been a pretty bloodless game so far, but Joel's going for that early pulling items out, and it's an interesting strategy. Normally, I'd rather kind of personally go after some kills right now, but I'm waiting to see how this kind of pays off overall.
Yeah, for a mission that has so many points riding on dealing damage, there hasn't really been much yet. But I think part of that is a fairly conservative deployment on the Morat's part.
Yeah, I will agree with that. Although I do see with Shona and like the Sarko and some other stuff there, and the Roadbot, there is some speed and stuff to be able to reach that. But you also don't want to get left overextended at the end. So maybe this is the play right now: is enter the midfield and take the panoplies and get the items.
Yeah, I mean that's a handful of orders that the Morats would have to dedicate to try and catch up as far as panoply pulls go. But like you said, that's only 1 point, so I don't know how valuable that's really going to be.
Exactly. Well, we're going to see what happens, but it looks like we're getting down to the wire on some of the orders that are going to happen in Joel's first turn.
All right. And over here, it looks like the team with the jackboot's activating.
Awesome.
I think he's just trying to reposition just to kind of cover lanes.
Yeah, preparing for Andy's first turn. That's always smart with your last couple of orders.
All right, yep. Yeah, that's end of Starmada turn 1. So no casualties, which is, I feel like that's
unusual.
I feel like it's not really a place you want to be in Firefight if you're going top of 1 to end with no enemy casualties.
Especially with the kind of close-range bullying that Morats are going to be able to achieve right now.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how quickly the Morats are going to get up the field here. So, yeah, Morats are just double-checking orders, verifying placement of a few troops just to make sure they have an idea of what they're getting into.
Just getting some verification on state of some things on the board, but we're going to be moving right into Andy's first turn.
I'm ready to see those Sograts blow some things up.
Yes.
I feel like that's what we're all here for.
Sograts are beautiful models. So, and also looking at these, we got a pair of really well-painted factions. So that's always nice to see on a table, especially on the beautiful Warsenal Cosmica pre-painted terrain that's just been released. And they are down in the notes on the live stream. So they are it's fantastic. It's absolutely beautiful table.
All right, so it looks like the Yaogot's moving up to try and line up a shot. He's just getting out of his DZ for now. And they'll be pretty clear for a little bit. I mean, at least another move or two. All right. All right, so it looks like that's a duo of a Vanguard and a Yaogot Spitfire, and that's the Vanguard paramedic to keep him going. So Morats are just kind of considering their options as they move around. A little worried about the repeater on the Oko that's climbed on top of the building there.
Indeed.
But luckily, I mean, at least they're not hackable troops, which is something, but you don't really want to be going into engagements targeted either.
Yep, Spotlight's a thing. And here we go with some Spotlights.
All right, so yeah, I'm going to take the Spotlights, and looks like the Yaogot's going to be engaging with the Spitfire on the Roadbot.
So my arrow is
And Robot is going to respond with a Panzerfaust.
Always the correct answer for arrow.
Always more explosions. All right, so good range for the Spitfire. Should be flat on 12s. Panzerfaust is going to be -3 overall. So a 7 on the Panzerfaust, but gets beaten out by an 8. So just the one hit on the Roadbot.
Are we going to finally get our first casualty?
Well, not likely. You've got no wounding capacitation on the Roadbot, even if it gets through.
That is fair.
All right, takes a wound.
Cool, 1 wound onto the Roadbot.
Roadbot's in no wounding cap, yep. And I think now we're just going to verify that those Spotlights get through.
Yep.
Never mind, both Spotlights failed to land.
And that happens sometimes.
All right, so now that fire team's going to back up and take another volley at the Roadbot. Roadbot's going to unload its other Panzerfaust.
The correct answer, as always.
All right, one more save. Oh, never mind. There's looks like they just saw there's a crit in there. So 2 more saves. It passed the first one. Just doing some math. And that finishes off the Roadbot. Roadbot is out of there.
All right, and so now that puts Andy up 20 points.
So we're going to update the kill counter here. We'll take just a second. There we go. So that was 20 points worth of Roadbot down. So first blood goes to Morats.
Now, that only counts towards the kill point total. It does not count towards the specialist or the lieutenant kills. So
It is a specialist.
It is a
The
specialist.
paramedic.
It is a paramedic.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
there is also a specialist kill. I need to learn how to read the list.
There's a lot of moving parts. Infinity is a hard game, I've heard.
just a little bit.
All right, so the Yaogot did get targeted on the second go around, though. All right, so Yaugot, I think, is going to keep on moving. Now, this one's a little risky. The Yaugot's now targeted, and he's going to engage the Sharko, but he's going to be out of cover.
Yep, that is a risky play.
And I mean, at least it's a submachine gun. I'm pretty sure they're outside of 8 inches.
So the advantage
But
is
he's
going to
firing
be
flash
Spitfire.
Okay. So. All right, let's see. So, oh, the Sharko failed. Oh no, it just rolled really low. So 3 saves on the Sharko. Sharko is dead.
Sharko is dead. Amazing. That puts us down to another one. 22.
Oh, as far as the exterior building, at least where the Oko is, the Oko did walk into the building. It did not climb on top of the building.
So, yep, that puts it at 42 points in Andy's favor. That is a good run right now.
All right. Yeah, the Morat Vanguard's just following up, staying coherency. The special dice are good to have. And,
yes, they are.
And now Yaugot's going to start pushing. Looks like to hold this side of the central room for now. I think that he wants to try and get to a spot where he can engage the Oko, but we'll see if that's how that turns out.
I mean, that is cool. The Oko's great, but with the no camo markers really on the field, the sensor is a little less useful, but it is still a specialist with the forward observer, so that is something to be said for getting another specialist skill.
Exactly.
The third one this turn so far, potentially.
Yeah, so the Oko did pass the zone of control dodge, and
Perfect.
It looks like they targeted the Vanguard as well as it was moving across. So that duos are both targeted. All right. We're kind of discussing some potential killer hacking going on later.
Indeed.
We'll see. We'll see. I think that you're a little far back for that at the moment. But that could change quickly. Just want to see more Sogorats. That's all I want, man. All right, so it's going to be the
order in group 1, I believe.
Yep. So then the second group is going to be the Rodox. Yeah, it's the Rodoc duo and the Osnat core.
Indeed.
All right, so no Sogorats doing things this turn, I guess.
And that's fine. Sometimes you need to keep the big guns in reserve.
Also, thank you so much for the feedback in the chat. We've got Stephen who's following up on those to kind of get advice on the stream. We're just here to be talking heads, but Stephen's making the magic happen as far as all the background stuff.
Is.
Awesome. Thank you guys very much.
Lost forever.
All right, so Dartok, looks like a Dartok's going to try and spec fire a repeater via the pitcher. Though I feel like it'd be worth. Yeah, I feel like they. Oh, it landed. Okay. I feel like it would have been easier to just go around and
Yeah.
because that's somewhere. Well, maybe he's worried about the epsilon. The epsilon
And
will
that-
probably see.
And that's fair. But again, sometimes it's instead of going headlong into a problem, just go a different direction and see if you can bypass it that way. So we're going to see if this kind of more head-to-head thing is going to pay off. But so far in Andy's turn, he is pulling ahead in the points over Joel. Not only in kills, but also in specialist kills.
Yep. Yeah, and I mean this is one of those moments where you see a hacking device with Trinity, not where you really wish it were a hacking device plus.
Yeah.
'Cause I bet Morats would really appreciate some white noise against that epsilon right now.
So currently, as it stands, the score is 4 Andy to 0. 1 point Joel for getting the panoply stuff. So we're going to see if Joel can bring it back in his turn coming up. We're still finishing up with Andy. He has his group 2. So this is going to be very interesting, seeing what he does with a pair of Rodox and an Osnap Gaki fire team.
All right, so they're just double checking movement up the ladder on the corner here. Yeah, we have been swapping back and forth between us and the players, so it's a little bit of a juggling act. All right. So it looks like the Rodok's trying to get a line on that epsilon, which is kind of a risky engagement. I guess you have. This is the Rodok with Spitfire.
Indeed,
And
but it does have the X visor, so it
I
can.
mean, that helps, but
Maybe not enough in this situation.
You can move and do it.
Yeah, this is the second half of that. Okay, so he's going to be prone.
Yeah, seems
There.
legit.
Okay, now another order. He's going to... Actually, you know what? I think he's just going to crawl it, which is a weird speed for a Rodok.
It certainly is.
Yeah, I don't want to be seen by Shona, and I'd like to claim cover. So, second short skill there. He's going to prone move
Okay.
to there.
Yeah, seems good.
Okay.
Seems legit.
Okay. What does Shona have in her kit?
Shona's a dodger, and then
Okay.
she has flash balls.
She has a flash pulse. Okay.
Yeah.
Then
and a light flamethrower now.
next order, he's going to stand up.
Cool. All right, so he's going to stand up. I'm going to shoot. I'm going to shoot. I'm going to shoot. I'm going to dodge.
Okay, that's a lot of shooting. I'm going to put all 4.5 dice into the sniper.
Okay. Yeah, he's got mimetism.
Mim 3.
Yep. But I don't have cover from you. We are over 24.
Okay, so I'll be on zeros for X Visor.
Oh, he has X visor?
Yeah.
Oh, that's super cool. Okay. So let's do this. All right. So what target number are you looking for?
This is all at...
Yeah. What's your target number?
Oh, my target
You're
number...
12 base.
12
0
base,
range band.
0.
-3.
-3.
Yep.
So then that is going to be 9.
Yep.
So 5 is good.
That's right. But I failed with mine. So.
Okay, so
Yep.
1 PS6.
And he's unconscious.
Okay.
Then,
Now I just have to weather the storm.
Right. So. Whoa. We are under 32. So I'll be on 14s. I will hit with an 8. It's an HMG, SR -1.
15 is bad. He's unconscious.
Here's a combi rifle. 7s will win because they're a 14 base. And even with the M, they have an X visor, so they're only minus. They're only 0.
Okay, so 2
Just,
saves?
yeah, 1 HMG, SR -1. You
Which
just
I failed.
But then just the 1 combi.
9 is armor 3
Oh, 3.
in cover. So I think he's just unconscious.
He's good, just unconscious.
Okay.
Wounds, 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 unconscious. Okay.
Okay. Got 3 left in this group. Not a ton to do with it.
All right, and it looks like the Rodok Spitfire
Okay.
just went unconscious, so that's
I'm going
actually a
to,
pretty impressive
activate
thing.
on the Osnak
Joel
core.
taking that out in ARO.
Cool.
We'll get that co-counter updated here in a
And-
moment. But yep, looking on, Andy has about 3 orders left, so we're going to go on to that.
Yeah, they're.
We're going to-
I
They
think
move real quick,
those
man.
are risky
What's that?
engagements.
They
I'm
move
not
real
sure
quick.
I would have
Yeah,
wanted
they
to
do.
take
Oh,
that.
let me do this dodge from Shona. Sorry about that.
'Cause
10's
not
good.
only did it get, did it have to deal with the Epsilon, it also had to deal with
So
the jackboot and I think Shona, it looked like.
Shona is going to go this way.
Alright, so Shona's moving up, grabbing more stuff
Not
from the
touch-
panel, please. Oh no, she's just trying to take cover.
Cool. So yeah, that is going to be a big swing there. Joel's not pulling into the lead on that, but doing that in ARO is going to be a great thing. So where are we sitting at on those last couple of orders from Andy?
Yes, I think he's a little worried about Shona dodging closer to him on
That
his
is a
own turn.
Valid concern, and it's a favorite tactic of mine with the JSA stuff that I've been running. Like, yes, shoot me and let me get closer to you.
Yeah. Yeah, Morat's mostly down to, in that group, it's just the Rodok hacker and then the Hungries team. But the Hungries have to be careful because of that Epsilon still.
Absolutely. Curious.
Like if they go towards the center of the table on the left of those cubes and move up the center, they can get some distance, but
Indeed. Just be kind of, if available, there would be an option to throw into Shona to try to take her down in CC.
all right, looks like Morats are calling in speedballs.
Awesome.
The random roll was an auto repairs.
And where are we going to drop that? That is the question. And then what did we pick for the chosen one?
I believe that was a Vita pack, probably looking to get that Rodok back up and running.
That is a valid thing. If we get the Rodok up, that is some good punch to get back onto the table.
Yeah, I mean, that hacker could potentially just, if the hacker's willing to just sacrifice itself, it could just leap up, get the Vita pack, and apply it.
Absolutely.
But depends on how conservative we want to be, because it is a specialist, so it's something to keep track
that
of.
is an issue, because right now the Rodok going down does not take anything away from the specialist comparison on the count. That is a good thing, but the other Rodok is going to be something that you don't want to lose for the hacker to give up that specialist kill.
Yeah, looks like he's taking the safer approach. He's picking up the speedball, and then is going to be heading up the ladder.
Absolutely. This is a game. Sometimes you got to take risks, but sometimes you got to play it safe. The question is knowing when is when.
Oh, looks like the Epsilon did go down. Okay, good. I wasn't positive on that because I didn't see a marker next to it.
So the Epsilon is down.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Awesome. So that's not a specialist. That is some more points into it.
All right. So he's creeping up to recover that or the Rodok, sorry.
Yeah, that Epsilon going down opens a lot of potential up for Andy to advance on that side of the board.
I'm at Shona's good, Beta Trooper.
Doesn't have anything.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Yep. And then, yeah, you're up. I'm going to defer my lieutenant order.
5.
I don't want to use it right now.
6. So 6. And he's up. Okay. All right. So, all right, we're about killing army points now, huh?
No.
Yep. All right, to use the impetuous phase, that's what we're going to do. We're going to move forward here. Wham. Let's try to throw some smoke.
gonna try to throw some smoke.
Go.
Okay, so round 2 for Starmada. Impetuous first. We're going at the Varangian, trying to get some smoke down. But, oh no. The Varangian did not land the smoke. Got with an 18.
Oh, that is unfortunate.
Yeah, and they're just, looks like Morats are just kind of clarifying the Yao-Got's line of fire real quick.
Yep.
One of the problems with really far out guns, can't quite line up where you want them to sometimes.
Yeah.
But yeah,
that's
the
why
Yao-Got,
it's important to discuss intent with your opponent during the game, of your intention of what they're facing is going to be in the case that you can't physically place it that way because of interaction of parts of the model with the walls of the terrain.
yeah, exactly. All right. All right. Yeah, Beta Trooper Doctor is climbing up and is going to doctor up that Epsilon. And failed on a 14, just barely. So command token to re-roll that Doctor. There it is.
All
now the
right.
Epsilon's back up.
So, yep, doctoring that up. So that's going to start putting that score back down closer to even.
Yeah, not being able to finish off the Epsilon is rough. Like, that's really locking down that lane.
Exactly. So that's a major setback for Andy there. I mean, but why I always fail these rolls and kill my guys. So, you know, I'm just marveling at being able to actually pass a doctor check.
Oh, yeah, it's this special rule called Cube for factions that have those, where you can re-roll those.
You mean that my backwoods guerrilla fighters don't get to have those? Maybe I should play a more advanced faction.
That's probably right. All right, so looks like now with that recovered, trying to see. Looks like Starmada's considering their options on how to push forward.
Work must. Does not work. Yay! I gotta do. Try it again. Yay! 6.
All
made
right,
it.
it's noisy. And that is going to block my MSV.
Correct.
Okay.
All right. So.
All right, and it sounds like we just got down something that's going to block the MSV. Is that going to be on a... Sorry, we're trying to catch up here. So what do we have that blocks MSV? Do we have Disco Baller on the Psychop? Absolutely. So it looks like that's what we're going to be doing to try to get past the MSV on that Yao-Gat.
Yeah, so let's see. Looks like the Psychop's trying to move forward.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'll go. First opportunity.
I'm going to shoot you with
Oh, no, that was White Noise from the Hacker Plus Cyber Ghost.
Oh, even better.
Yeah, so now getting laid into. All right, so two hits onto the Yao-Got. But it's an SMG, so you're looking at, what, 13s or less to save?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
No, not at all. That was,
so the Yao-Gat went down?
Yao-Got, yeah, Spitfire Yao-Gat's down. The power of White Noise.
And that swings the calculus to Joel's favor of pulling ahead on the points value kills. Andy still got him by the specialists, but Joel is now edging it out between points kills and panoplies.
Yeah. I think that this is really kind of the momentum that Starmada needs to kind of get back into things.
Absolutely.
But those Sogoroths are going to eat up a lot of points. Like that's a big brick to try and deal with.
Yes,
That's
they are.
over a third of the list. Yeah, white noise is pretty nice. It's really good in this circumstance. And I wonder, I don't know, the Yalgat was in suppressive fire. I feel like I would have just taken the shots even at the -6
Yeah.
instead of attempting to dodge, but
Yeah, the weight of burst carries the day more often than not.
D-charges, no FSJ, they're not quite like hacking. They're just a little different.
I mean, they're like close combat hacking against armor.
No, not like that.
But now the D-charges in close combat do take the improvised weapon penalty, and as well -6 if I remember correctly, right?
-6, yeah.
Yep, it does make them a little bit harder, which does tone down on the use of D-charges by martial arts specialists like we used to have.
I was really hoping that Natural Born Warrior would negate that penalty, but it
That
doesn't.
would be cool, but also no, that is way too broken and overpowered.
But my Crux Knights, they need it. All right, so looks like Starmada's trying to line up some shots. But we still have to pay attention to that saturation zone.
Indeed, that is the strategic placement of the QAZ zones in this type of mission can really hinder or benefit one side or the other depending on what you can drop the bursts from your opponents to bear and hinder their routes of advance. It's pretty special, and some thought should be given into that when you're deploying those zones.
Yeah, sounds like they're double checking the programs that the Rodoc hacker has, so I wonder if we're going to see another long bomb pitcher from the Cyber Ghost.
Yep, and so the Rodoc hacker is a regular hacker, but it does have an upgrade with Trinity, so that is going to potentially be very cool depending on where that ends up going.
All right. Yeah, looks like spending the lieutenant order on the jackboot via NCO to move up that fire team.
NCO is such a useful skill, I love it. Order efficiency without revealing who your lieutenant is.
Right. And the way's fairly clear on this side of the board from Starmada's perspective at the moment. So I think this is just Joel trying to close in and clamp the vice here.
Absolutely. You know, he swung the points value back in his favor. He just needs to increase that gain a little bit to hold it for the game. Although at this point, it still can swing any which way.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of game left. And like I said, even just the Sogoroths being on the table are a big deal. All right. Yep. All right. So here we go. Cyber Ghost is looking to drop a pitcher so they can knock out this Rodoc here. Did it land? Yeah, so pitcher's been launched out. Looks like they're planning on a cyber attack against the Rodoc there. So we'll see.
Awesome. This is where having that upgrade of Trinity is very helpful.
Oh, it was a disco ball token.
Disco ball token, even better. So those are interesting to get route of advance. Just keep in mind they turn off at the end of your turn, and then they can be reactivated with gizmo kits in future turns in order to keep that on the table.
Yeah, which is interesting. I'm not sure what can actually see down that way for the moment. Maybe it's just being worried about the Kaitok for now.
That is fair. Kaitok is potentially very dangerous, but it does need line of sight to be able to attack things.
Yeah, yeah. It looks like it's mostly in a spot where it can block the Kaitok. Yeah. Okay, so he's going to start swinging around and try and try and rip up group 2 here.
Can you do this through a repeater?
But yeah, I'm excited to see Shona getting into the action here and what she's potentially going to be doing.
Yeah, making it so she can kind of scoop past will be really helpful.
Because she potentially could take out several key models here if she can get the route of advance.
I mean, luckily she does enough damage, like for like the Gakis, for instance, where there's not really a worry of them exploding on her, because she's just not going to leave anything left.
But she has the mobility to get there with that super jump, so we're going to see where that ends up getting used. We're getting some zone of control dodges, looking like trying to figure out where we're going to try to place things to avoid taking damage.
Yep, Dadarazi makes his ZOC dodge.
Perfect.
Okay.
But this is a situation where it can be useful to, even though the Dadarazi has smoke, it might be useful not to throw it here because that can actually just enable Shona to get in close with you without being shot.
Cut out the dice tray.
All right, so yeah, Dadarazi's getting out into a position. Looks like the Dadarazi can see Shona. Yeah, being able to get eyes on Shona with the Dadarazi is a pretty good spot to be in because.
Yep. Yeah, this is one where you definitely want to be able to put eyes on instead of doing smoke.
Oh, no, she's on the other side of the disco baller, so no line of sight current.
Okay, perfect. But it's still a good option there to try to maybe get closer. The Dadarazis themselves are no slouch in close combat, while Shona is one of the best in the game. They are also sitting at a CC of 23 with martial arts level 4, so they are right on up there with her.
Yeah, I mean, they're tied. Like, that's the thing, is that that's the one thing on the table that she really doesn't want to fight because they're just as good in CC, basically.
Yeah, she has the edge in the weapons with an AP explosive weapon at PS4. Theirs is just a DA weapon at PS4. Just a DA weapon at PS4 sounds crazy.
Right. That's all. All right, let's see.
We'll attempt to change as she's coming.
You can't do that because I have this unless you can see.
No, because it's blocked by the edge of the door. He's facing this way, so when she hits the here.
Take a look.
So we're discussing options on how to deal with Shona and what potential line of fire there is around that disco ball.
Okay, so Dadarazi's going to chain rifle her as she leaps up there, it looks like is the plan.
And that is
a little iffy.
But is there any other play with that positioning?
And it looks like Shona's going to just destroy that Rodoc.
That is a thing.
All right, so yeah, okay. That's what I was going to say. It looked a little iffy to see if the chain rifle could get her, but maybe.
And keep in mind that those templates are actually conical, so you can turn them to vertical in any which way to see if you actually can touch something.
Okay, there we go. All right, so we've got judges there to double check. So Dadarazi can't get line of fire, but the Kaitok's going to.
Perfect.
And that's the more dangerous one anyway, since it has the SR-1.
Indeed.
And actually, Shona's not in CC.
She's not. I'm shocked.
I don't think she can be because the Rodoc's prone and it's down below a ledge, so they can't be in solo contact.
Yeah, no, that is true.
Maybe they did decide that they can get there. They might be playing them more flat. Because it looks like I'm seeing 2 dice from Shona, which isn't going to be any of her guns, so it's got to be a CC.
Yep, and that is why it's important to discuss the terrain before you set up.
That was 2 hits.
But I canceled because you're 12 face. Strike. It's still playing. Plus 6 minus 3, so you need a 15 to charge them.
So then you cancel.
Oh.
So you're going to take 6.
Oh, because he's trying to fire a shot.
It looks like
Okay,
the
there we go.
Rodoc is taking 6 saves from that exchange, hit twice by Shona.
All right, so wound on Shona, putting her into no wounding cap. And that Rodoc is no more. There is nothing left of the Rodoc. And that's another specialist kill for Starmada.
Indeed. So now they're getting close. What are we at? 2 and 2. So I think that's tied up at this point.
I think so.
So Joel's swinging the game hard back in his favor.
Yeah, one thing that I worry a little bit about is that there's a lot of specialists in the Starmada list for those 2 points in particular.
Yeah.
Because we're seeing the Kappa, the Cyclops, both the Raven Eyes, the Cyber Ghost, the Sharko, the Crusher, the Beta Trooper, the Oko, the Broadbot. Like almost everything is a specialist.
Indeed.
And it looks like Shona is failing nuts to go prone, which is definitely a
correction.
good
That
spot
is
to be in.
actually we are still ahead. Andy's still ahead with 2 specialists to 1. The Rodoc hacker looks like the first specialist that Joel has downed.
Ah, there we go. Yeah, Red Mist is right.
That
Larbeer,
happens with
there's
6 saves at half of your armor.
Yeah, exactly. That is a rough spot to be in.
Yeah, needing 6s to save. Oof.
Yeah.
So we got the Cyber Ghost doing something.
All right, I think now we're lining up for that pitcher shot, is what I'm guessing.
Awesome.
Let's see, yeah, pulling out a token. So, yeah, Joel's saying he had a plan, and it left his mind. So, all right. So, not activating that then.
Okay.
Going with the fire team instead. It looks like with the jackboot.
All right, looks like we just hit the halfway point. We got 1 hour left, and that's actually just right on target because Joel's finishing up his second turn. And so we're actually moving along quite at a nice pace for a 3-round Infinity game.
All right, looks like we're committed. So Jackboot's heading into the room. I think that, I think this is now time for the Sogarat. Like the, at least the Jackboot, it's armor 3, but at least it has immunity enhanced going for it, so that 4-box not going to be quite as scary.
Indeed.
Oh, actually, it looks like he's slicing the pie to hit something else.
All right, let's slice the pie. Let's get those engagements on our terms. Just one model at a time if possible. It's a very
looks like he's
important
going
skill to learn the Infinity and how to do that.
Yeah, looks like he's going after the Vanguard first.
Also, the Vanguard being the target, that is actually going to be pretty good. Start getting rid of, because the Vanguard is a paramedic, so that gives another specialist kill if that happens, which will tie this up.
Yeah, looks like the Vanguard is going to shoot.
And he's got a combi rifle and a heavy pistol, so it's not necessarily going to be great odds, but what else are you going to do?
$15-10, so 2 hits go through on the Vanguard. All right, so that's the end of the Vanguard.
That's the end of the Vanguard.
All right, so another specialist kill, another handful of points there. Is that 16?
Yep, another 16 points. That's going to tie up the specialist kills and put Joel further ahead in the points kills.
All right. Yeah, this is really starting to put the pressure on the Morats here.
Yes, indeed. They're going to have a little hard time coming back because now they're losing some orders, it's especially specialists in there. It's gonna potentially be hard to swing back to this, although entirely possible once those Suggerats start getting into the action.
Yeah, the Sogarat gets eyes on that jackboot. It's not going to see Starmada's next turn.
Exactly. Now, I am curious, this far into the game, we don't look like we have anybody that's really gone for their classifieds yet.
Yeah, I haven't seen any classified scored yet.
So I have 2 Gakis untethered in group 2.
Beautiful. just let the dogs off.
Yeah, let the dogs out. No, he's friendly. He's friendly. And then, I'll have, that will be 9 in group 1 again. And then just the irregulars in group 2. So don't even think I have an irregular token. So I think we're good there.
All right, we'll figure it out.
Just dump little reminders next to him. Okay, impetuous phase.
Let's do it.
Let's see. The sniper and all of creation can now see my daughter Rossi.
Incorrect. I cannot see this. I cannot see him at all.
Oh, okay. Well, then he's going to get amongst it, as it were.
Yeah,
Yep.
get him out, man.
So impetuous.
Yeah, seems good. He's
So
got to
you
move
go
directly forward, though.
Huh?
He's got to move directly forward. He can't even angle.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
It's like a.
Then he'll wind up there.
Yep.
And then he will.
If he keeps moving, he got to keep moving the same direction. So he'd
Yep.
end up over here.
Okay.
But you're still good.
What's our MSV package like over here?
Right here?
Just the sniper?
Yep.
Okay. He's going to move forward 4.
When he started, was he within zone of control of Shona?
He
All right.
was? Okay.
Shona will take a dodge.
Okay.
She did fail that dodge.
Okay. So then he's going to continue his 4 forward,
Yeah, do your thing.
which is going to be like.
Oh, he's got stealth. I'm sorry. They have stealth, right?
No,
Or do they
no,
not?
I don't think so.
Ah, okay. Okay.
It'd be a beautiful thing, but I don't think that's how it works.
Totally understand. Yeah, man.
I will not defer impetuous on the Gaki over here.
They have stuff. They have stuff. It's in not the Darazi. And I don't remember if that was always like that.
I make the same mistake.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Okay. Don't think we have any AROs.
Nope. They can't. You can't see the Varangian. He can't see you.
Then I think I can declare dodge for the second one, so I'll do that for both of them.
Go for it, man.
And I actually got out of sequence here. I apologize about that.
Yep. Which one are you gonna do?
Dodge on the first one.
And looks like we've got a start of Andy's turn coming in, and he has spent some command tokens to move an Osnat and a Gaki to the main group, leaving 2 Gakis in the second group on their own. He's activating his impetuous activations there, and we're going to kind of see what happens as they're moving out into the open.
Yeah, looks like they're charging towards the center building, at least for now. Shona's going to be a problem if she stays there. Something on top needs to deal with her.
Yes, indeed.
Looks like that's all the impetuous for now, though. Looks like the Dadarazi go. Yeah, Dadarazi just moved forward on Morat's right flank here.
Okay.
Yeah, Sogorats are moving now. There we go. One Sogorat's going for the ladder. Though the Epsilon's still up, so that's something I have to be aware of.
Indeed, that Epsilon coming back has been a real bad issue for some of this.
Oh, they're going to cross that center building that they've decided is infinite height, so I guess the Sogorat won't have to deal with that.
Perfect.
But, yeah, it looks like they're trying to get a dodge with the Sogorat to dodge on top of the building, so that way Shona doesn't get an ARO on the second move.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Another cool thing with the Cosmica terrain that they're showcasing, if you notice the top of the building kind of moved a little bit when he's pressing on it, it's all magnetized, so it kind of constructs and pieces come off and becomes very modular. So that again, that's a Cosmica pre-painted terrain from Warsenal. All their links and stuff are going to be in the notes on the stream, so check them out. They do some great product for the game.
Yeah, I was really impressed with this set. I definitely kind of want to get some, but we'll see.
Yep, and yeah, it looks like we are going in and trying to find out what we are looking for as far as intent and being able to do what we want to do with those ladders and coming up. So,
all right, both the Sograts dodge.
Perfect.
To no one's great surprise. All right, so Sograt's coming up. I think it looks like this is the APHMG that is just going to obliterate Shona.
And yeah, that is definitely a thing to do. Now, that said, that Sograt APHMG does have a Pulsar and a Disco Baller and a Heavy Pistol in addition to the APHMG. They are rocking BS attack -3, so that is going to be very helpful against her potentially dodging.
Yep. Yeah, he's still deciding. All right. Let's see. So she's declaring. Looks like we were debating a Flash Pulse or a dodge here. Yep, so Flash Pulse it was. A 5 is a hit, but isn't going to be good enough. So 1 hit on Shona, which actually isn't too bad, but that's...
Looks like we're getting a line of fire and cover determination.
Yeah, it looks like they're just double checking to see if there's cover there. Which she is frenzied, so she will get the bonus to the save.
Yeah, because now that gives you limited cover, so you get the bonus to save, but not to the penalty to get hit.
Let's see. Yeah, Sograt. So yes, so PS5, 8 for cover. And then Shona's armor 2. Armor 2. So she does survive on a 9.
Not great odds, depending on how many hit.
Yeah, I mean, it was just the 1 hit, so she's fine for now. But like, she doesn't have anywhere to go. But now, at least the Starmada player knows that he's going to be in range for that Flash Pulse, which is something. Like, you're still fighting through the BS -3, but
indeed,
it's better than nothing.
Yeah, man. She's going to. We're outside of 24 now, so now she's going to dodge.
Okay, I'm going to do the same thing.
Yeah, seems good. 13. You better crit.
She's going to be on -3, though.
Why?
For BS attack. Does she have Warhorse?
I don't care because she's a physique 14 plus 3. She's a 17 base.
7. Oh.
So I don't care with the 13.
Oh, okay. So
it's all good. Like,
yeah, you're
I
dodging.
knew what I was. All right, so let's just.
So in a good spot.
Yeah, it looks like Shona dodged that volley on a high number because she is dodging on a 17. So even with the BS attack -3, she still dodged very well and avoided that volley of attack, the APHMG.
Yeah, she rolled a 13 for that dodge. It sounded like.
Yeah, and her target would have been at a 14.
Yep.
So that's great. Very hard to deal with.
Yeah, that's pretty rough. Like you would hope that.
I think Sograt would have had to crit at that point potentially.
Yeah, I think so because of cover. So it's on.
No, but
13s.
she didn't get the cover because of limited.
Oh, that's right. So 16.
So 16s, but yeah,
so it was possible, but
it
slim.
was very close.
Is he a spinner or is he
All right, so Gaki's moving up.
Yeah, we're having discussion on the Gakis and what they do. They like to explode when they go unconscious.
Yeah, Gaki's explode, Praeda's chain rifle.
Indeed.
Yeah, so just just double checking how Explode works real quick on their part.
And the Gakis are quite impressive at the 6/6 move and Berserk, so they can potentially move 12 inches with Climbing Plus and get into somebody's combat and just destroy them. AP close combat weapons on a 20.
Oh, I think we
Looks like we were running into
just
these.
realized have to back up a little bit.
Oh,
it looks like they didn't take the QAZ into account. Yeah, the difficult terrain stopping the Gaki as soon as it touches it.
Yeah, and then if they continue another order, then they will have to take the PS10 BTS hit.
Yeah, so just catching up on that, realizing that that's not working out.
Yeah, again, this is a complex game, so there's a lot of moving parts, especially with the ITS season rules, which is what is adding in these quantum anomaly zones, which we love. Lots of extra flavor and rules. It wouldn't be Infinity if it wasn't complicated.
There's that, right?
Honestly, the ITS season rules have been one of my absolute favorite things over the course of my time playing Infinity, because it's just a little breath of fresh air, a little something different every season to kind of make it more interesting.
Yeah, so the Gaki survived the SMG shot.
Wow, that is impressive. Yeah, Gakis don't have any armor, so they usually go down really hard, but that is impressive. It survived that shot. Especially because it has the no cover rule, so it got no bonuses to that.
Yeah, it looks like it passed the BTS save from the QAZ also, so it's just hanging out.
Yeah, that's very impressive because it doesn't have any armor, doesn't have any BTS, and can't get cover.
All right, so now kind of switching off to some other stuff. There's not a lot of gas in Group 2 with just the two Gakis at the moment.
Indeed, but there is a couple of orders to just be able to push something forward. There's a potential to use a command token to have one of them do something twice.
Right, yeah. Thanks for joining us, Larbeard. You have a good night. And yeah, Season 17 is the new season, but that wasn't quite available by the Krug, so that should be out in the next week or so, I think, for Season 17.
Yeah, we don't know exactly when it's going to drop, but when it's ready, it should be soon.
Yeah, so it'll be pretty soon. So we are playing with ITS 16 Part 2 rules for this event. All right, and just kind of maneuvering up around that QAZ there, trying to not repeat the mistakes of the Gaki, even though it wasn't punished. It was not where it wanted to be either.
Exactly. We got the Sograt with Feuerbach moving around. It's going to be...
All right, so
yeah, Sograt with Feuerbach moving up, and that is bringing some of the beef to bear.
Yeah, it looks like a Spotlight and a Carbonite coming down towards the Sograt.
Oh, that is unfortunate.
And the Sograt... I'm not sure the Sograt is trying to do here. I thought it might have been trying to go after the Oko, but...
Indeed.
Yeah, thanks so much for joining us. Yeah, the table is gorgeous, and they've done a really great job with their minis. Like, this is Dream Infinity right here.
Fully painted factions, looking at a high level on a great looking table. This is where I want to be.
Like, the medium infantry ITS rule, yeah. Like they,
I mean, it looks like that Carbonite went through on the Sograt.
They're not 4-2 anymore, so it's not nearly as important for them to have that forward deployment they used to.
Yeah. So Sograt is going to be a standing brick unless he can get a reset or an engineer in there. That is a major setback. Is
Bring
you're
back
being able to
4-2.
bring some of your beefier models into play, get some of that damage going, and it just halted in its tracks. And this is why hacking nets are super awesome defensively.
Yeah, that's really rough for the Sogarat to get stuck right there. That's a bad spot to be.
Out of cover. That is definitely going to be a rough thing.
All right, trying to bring some other reserve elements here to bear. Looks like the Icadron's climbing up on the Morat left flank here, going up the ladder. All right, so the Icadron's almost up the ladder, but not quite. Oh no, it is up the ladder and going towards the edge. He's resetting against some incoming hacks because again, he got getting close to the Oko there. All right, both hacking rolls failed, so reset doesn't matter. That's true. There are some 4-2 medium infantry, but the vast majority of them are not.
Look at the camera. Just make sure that he doesn't knock the camera. Just be there to catch it. No. Just be there to catch it.
All right.
So 10's a hit.
Oblivion.
Yep. Let's look at the damage real quick. I'll just roll the dice. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, seems
15.
good.
All right, so he's totally oblivioned.
Okay.
All right, so let's pull him out of that group. All right, was that all you had?
Yeah. Yep. That's the end of my turn.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm at 5 in that group. Okay. The Oblivion turns off his repeater. Does it shut down the remote? Or just isolates it? Great.
Program
Yeah,
right
just
now,
quick rules
and
clarification there as far as how
what's
isolated.
going on, and what do we got going, Devin?
Yeah, so the Icadron did get isolated, so we're just verifying that they wanted to check and make sure that the repeater was turned off and if there were any other effects. But yeah, so the Icadron did get isolated.
So depending on where it's at, the baggage will still be useful, even though it's not gonna be a repeater anymore.
Yeah, there's not a lot that I feel like they're going to use. I mean, maybe if the Dartok gets over that direction, or I mean, there haven't been any disco ballers yet so far from the Sograts anyway,
Yeah.
so I don't really see baggage coming into play too much, but
Yeah,
it's
I mean,
possible.
there's the Kaitak Flammenspier, but it's kind of on the wrong side.
Yeah. Krug is a 2-day event. So it's running today and tomorrow. So today is the last round for today, round 3. Then we're going to be back tomorrow for rounds 4 and 5. And let me double check the schedule because I should know this, but I don't. 10:30 is going to be when we start round 4. So that's 10:30 Mountain Daylight Time. All right. So you just got a call for just over 20 minutes left in this game. In Colorado right now, it is 6:50 in the evening. I believe this, I'm not sure if the seminar will be part of a live stream. I think that it will be posted as a video, but I'm not sure they're going to live stream the seminar.
That said, there's always somebody that'll have their phone out.
That's true, yeah. There's very likely it'll be on Facebook somewhere. Okay, so yeah, just got confirmation. The seminar won't be live streamed directly here. Some people in the event, may be able to catch that with their phones, but they will be posting the studio update video.
It looks like Andy's going through his classifieds right now, seeing what he may or may not be able to accomplish now that it's coming down to the wire, and we have 1 turn left in limited time.
Yeah, it's one of those things. It's a really good habit, especially when you have several classifieds, to check them early on in the turn, see what your options are. But now I feel like we're running out of gas in the tank. But back on to Starmada.
It looks like, we're switching to Joel's final turn, and there's still plenty of models on the table. It's been a relatively low violence game so far, but we've been going for some other objectives, and that's just fine. But let's see if Joel ramps it up and manages to pull more heavily into the lead now that he's tied up the specialist kills.
Yeah, it looks like we're probably going to see the jackboot go after the Sogorot, I'm guessing. Yeah, they're just verifying that they can get line of sight, but that should be the jackboot that wants to level that heavy machine gun onto the Sogorot, which, again, being in the open is a really bad spot to be immobilized.
Well, especially because the danger right now is that is the Morat Lieutenant.
I mean, not that Morats care too much about Lost Lieutenant, to be
except for it being the 2 points of mission objective.
Oh, that's fair, yes. That is important.
Yes, Morats generally all have Warhorse, so they don't really care about the losing their lieutenant for that purpose, but in this mission it still hurts because that is 2 points to the opponent.
Oh, the Oko's coming up behind the Sogorot to attack him through the doorway, it looks like. So some combi shots on the Sogorot. Sogorot's going to take the reset.
As is its only option at this point.
Yep. So crit and 2 hits. The Sogorot went down to no Wooden cap.
Oh, so yeah, the Sogorot is almost off the table.
Rough. Yeah, I think we're looking at the reset. No, that wasn't the reset. It was a 13 crit for something. What is this?
This is Carbonite, is double action.
Oh, this was the Dartok hacker.
Very nice.
All right, so the Oko passed both the Carbonites.
It's unfortunate. I think that Sogorot is going to have a bad day coming up. Worse than he already has.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty rough. I mean, again, you're out in the open, and so it's hard. Looks like 3 more saves for the Sogorot. That's probably going to be the end of him. That's it. Sogorot's down.
Sogorot's down. That puts 2 more points for lieutenant kills over to Joel.
Yeah, this is really putting the Morats on the back foot. Yeah, good call, Toasty. BS Tech Minus 3 is ignored by Warhost also, yes. All right. Looks like Starmada is looking to see what other shots they
himself in the bag here. He has accomplished all the objectives outside of classifieds, so he's tied up on the specialist. He does have the lieutenant kill, and he's got more points kills.
Yeah, and I don't see the Morats without like, a Raziat or a similar tool. I don't see them getting at those Raven Eye.
No, unfortunately not. The Raven Eye are they're a pretty great troop. So
yeah. Speaking of drop troops, the Crusher has arrived. And
it's fantastic.
And it's using parachutist to enter in on the back DZ edge, which again, that's the designated landing zone for firefight. If you can parachute in, you can parachute anywhere. Yeah, I think verifying loadouts real quick. But yeah, this is the Crusher that has the boarding shotgun, Panzerfaust decharges. Also, has a boarding pistol, so you do get a direct template there as well as an option. And they are Fort Observer, because again, Joel's list is filled with specialists, but I don't think it's going to hurt him too bad based on how things are going so far.
Indeed, everything's been going his way outside of that Andy's first turn.
But yeah, I think that there's some positioning issues that we're starting to see crop up where it's hard to defend from all these angles, and that Crusher's about to tear some things up.
But yeah, it's always one of those things when you're bringing in a parachutist or a drop troop to try to find a spot where you're not going to subject yourself to a lot of AROs because you're not going to be able to respond to them.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Because you're a target. Yes. Yeah. If you're targeted by an attack, yes. Because you've been targeted by an attack. It's targeted or hit. For the warning. For warning. Yeah. So yes. It's if you're targeted. Yeah. So we're just going over alerts. But yeah, if you were targeted or
doesn't come up as often as it sounds like it would, but when it does, it's always important.
It should be the alert skill. All right, which that Panzerfaust whizzing past really helped. Helped out the Morats here.
The correct answer is always Panzerfaust, but only if it hits.
Because yeah, the Crusher's going after the APHMG Sogarat.
So be careful in that positioning, though. He's coming up. You got the Ecadron, which does have the light flamethrower. So it's probably out, but you could easily slip into range of taking a template, even though it is isolated.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah, it still can act, which is important. All right, so spotlight coming down on the Crusher. You're right. Yeah, so we are at the top of round 3 currently. All right, Sogarat's coming around with a boarding shotgun into the Sogarat. Yeah, Sogarat doesn't have great options here. It could try and just land the Pulsar hit, but that's only going to do so much.
Indeed.
And same thing with the heavy pistol. Since the Crusher's shock immune, all right, Sogarat does pass both the shotgun saves, though. So this has that going
really
for it.
good. Shotguns, they do the damage.
And Sogarat.
Oh,
Let's see. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes. This is,
We are
round
indeed
3,
in
game
round
3.
3 right now.
Yeah, so this is top of 3. I'm so sorry.
Indeed, top of 3 is the round.
And yeah, this is game 3 of the tournament, last game of day 1.
All right, what did we just lose the Sogarat?
Yeah, oh yeah, he does. Fantastically, I might add.
No, I'm trying to double check.
Sorry?
What just lost?
Dotterati.
Oh, the Dotterati. Gotcha. Cool.
So it looks like we just lost the Dotterati.
Gotcha, yeah. So Dotterati got obliterated. And
So that puts
Gotcha.
Joel back
Oh, it
ahead to
looks-
168 points.
yeah, it looks like the Epsilon just decided to take a pot shot and get rid of Dotterati.
And that's what they're great at.
All right, hey, time for some classifieds.
Finally, my favorite part. Not really. I'm here for the killing.
You're also welcome to come with an 8.
Yeah. 17.
All right, so that was Vigilance scored by Starmada. So another point there.
Awesome. That is great to see, getting in ahead on those classified objectives. Never forget your classifieds, whether it's 1 point or in this case 3 points. They are worth going after, especially if you're wanting to get into that coveted 10 points bracket at a tournament.
All right, looks like Starmada is trying to narrow in on the HVT here to verify where they're at. So going to try and wrap up some more classifieds.
Absolutely.
Yeah, looks like that we're going to see him go for secure HVT instead of one of these, because nano espionage and telemetry are both not against HVTs.
Indeed.
And I don't see, or no, nano engineering, I think it was. Not nano espionage. Yeah, it was nano engineering,
Yeah.
where you have to gizmo or medikit an
Yeah,
enemy
it was
specialist.
nano engineering.
Which is a rough one, because I don't really see many options. Because you had the roadbots, which is long gone. And I think that was the only option.
And yep.
Yeah. He is going to go straight to death. That's the thing.
All right.
No explosions.
And Gaki straight to dead.
Okay.
So that puts Joel back in up to 172 points.
And yeah, looks like we're seeing kind of a, we're getting to some mop-up point from Starmada here. Like, starting to run out of options.
Yeah, but they're at the point where he needs to consolidate his position and try to prevent his opponent from being able to get to any more stuff available in his turn to trying to even this up.
Yeah, and part of it is there's a lot of elements that are still kind of tucked in the Morat deployment zone, so it's going to be hard to strike out.
Indeed, so take out what you can.
And that's the other Sogarat.
And the other Sograt went down?
Yep. Yeah, Sogarat took some HMG rounds from the jackboot, and so
That is a sad day.
rough. Yes, this is game 3, top of round 3.
So that
Yes,
puts
that's
Joel up
correct.
ahead 224. Andy does not have much left to compete with in his turn, though he will, of course, not be in retreat due to the mission rules, and he will also not care about lost lieutenant because of the Morat rules of having a war horse on everybody.
They all sound the same, which is totally fair.
Yeah, the table is gorgeous. Like, I love this terrain. No, I don't really think the Shakush, or probably any model, needs a viral HMG. I think that's probably okay.
Yeah, that would be excessive.
Yeah, I mean, I could see a little bit of scatter in some places, but I don't feel too bad about it.
Looks like we're trying to deal with Shona somehow. What are we at?
Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw two of the Dark Talks and one of the
Okay.
Ooh, okay, Shona's going after the Kaitak and the Dartok.
All right, so contesting with the Spotlight against the SMG. This is 1 into the Kaitak and 2 into the Dartok.
Okay.
And Heavy Pistol. Oh, so a crit and a hit. Oh no, just a crit. I mean, she failed enough saves that it killed her anyway.
All right. Who
So
was-
one of those was a special die, so there wasn't another hit in there, but
all right, do we have
she didn't make
somebody
enough
else
saves.
go down?
Shona just went down from the pistol.
Shona just went down. Okay.
I mean, I say just a pistol, but this is a Kaitox heavy pistol. This is PS5.
All right, well, that just gives Andy a few more points, but it's not going to be enough to really come up to it.
And Dartok and Kaitok both are fine, though.
Yeah, and
So
that's
that
impressive.
that was just kind of an unfortunate spot for the Shona. All right, now it looks like
Next move. We are going to. We're going to move here. He's going to move here. Second short skill. He's going to move here, so we're not seeing each other. Last order. Oh, he's got one Flaming Spirit left, right? Ooh,
Yes.
cool. Last order is he's going to pull this corner.
He's prone. So you'll need to.
He's going to go there.
Okay, that'll work.
Yeah.
I think I can't claim cover, so it's gonna be how it is. He's gonna Flaming Spirit you.
Cool. Here's 3 shots.
18 certainly not.
Mimetism, good range, and cover, so you missed
Ain't
with
happening.
both.
Yep.
So I hit with both.
2 saves.
DA, so it's 4 saves.
Okay. 6.
You made everything again. Yep. That is the Kaitok
That is
will
the
not
Kaitok
die.
way. Sometimes it's like
All
that.
right, so, Roger, here's what I'm going to do. That Crusher is going to jump straight up to here, please.
Okay.
Have him just jump right up.
Right on
Stay
up.
in the back. I want to see that Dartok in its back.
Okay. I think you are now going to be seen here.
Can I see the Dartok in the back?
Oh. Yes.
Can I move that way so you?
Wait,
can't
actually, no. No, he's not prone. So yeah, you can see him.
Can I see? Is there any way for me not to get flamethrowered or flash pulsed, and then or heavy pistoled, and to see him in the back?
I don't think that there's a way for you to not. I'm going to declare flamethrower because you're now in front of me. But as
If you move him back that way, I can stay in his back, and then where am I at with the Dartok?
so that would be.
yeah.
It's very close, but yeah, sure.
Can I see the Dartok?
No, because this box is corner now.
Is the Dartok? Am I going to be in his back?
Yes. If you're over here,
Then I'm going to jump. Well, no, from where he is right now, if he jumps straight up 6 inches and lands there,
he's got to go.
is the answer yeah?
I think if you go 3 inches up,
So,
yeah, if you jump up 3 inches, you can see it.
all right, let me take.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I think a straight up 3-inch jump should get you there.
So he's here. This dude is facing.
He never reached.
He never.
We're safe here. Always.
Yeah, I was safe there, which means I can get here, right? So I jump up, and yes. So if I jump to here and land,
Okay.
I'm missing that. I'm spotlit there, but or you can spotlight me, and I will.
And I can hit you with my combi rifle here.
Roger.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna go prone.
Show enough. Okay.
Oh, can I have some dice?
Oh yeah.
Thank
I'm
you.
gonna try to give you all of your color. Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
All right, cool. So that can't do anything. You're gonna try to spotlight.
Yeah, we'll do a spotlight.
Cool.
And then we'll shoot with the combi rifle, and he's just taking a hit.
I'm just gonna Panzer faster. 6.
6 is good. Then his save, 15. He
Save against what?
save against the Panzerfaust.
No. That's your spotlight. It's a face-to-face roll.
Oh, then 15 is bad.
Okay.
So
now
if
you're
you
gonna take 3 saves and a 9.
9 gets him. He'll go dogged.
What's his armor save?
He's got like 1 or something.
It's AP, so it's 2. It drops to 1. No, not with a 9.
No,
The
the
ni-
9 doesn't, but he takes 1 and goes dogged, is what he's saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't care if he's dog.
Yeah.
He's
Okay.
gonna die at the end of the turn. I just care about killing specialists.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, I'm done.
Combi rifle shot. 3.
Yep. Sorry.
5. He's good.
Saves. Okay. And then yeah, I think that's
That's
that.
it for me.
Okay. Dartok dies. Fire team breaks. And I have very few orders.
You don't have chaining command, right?
Nope.
Okay, so you're lost.
Okay, so I'm in Lost Lieutenant. So the remote doesn't. Both of the remotes are alive. The Gaki doesn't contribute.
So all you have is the Kaitak.
Yeah.
And it looks like we just had the Dartok go down and all that.
Yep.
Andy is starting his turn in Loss of Lieutenant, which again doesn't affect Morats outside of his remotes because they do not have the Warhorse skill.
And the couple Gakis.
A couple Gakis.
A Gaki? I think there's only one left.
Yeah, because they are already impetuous. And irregular. All those
Yeah.
things.
Yeah, I think looking on the table, it's not quite as open as it might look, especially because they are playing the center building as infinite height, the one without a roof on top. So it's actually not quite that crazy.
Yeah, a lot of maneuver towards the flanks to get around it.
Yeah, or go into the building. And yeah, if you go into the building, then people are going to be throwing shots down the corridor, but that's it there.
But
All right, so bottom of round 3.
Yep, and Andy does not have a whole lot left to do and stuff with, but he's going to give it the old college try and see if he can maybe get some points from something. But that Dartok kill also pushed Joel ahead into getting more specialists.
Yeah, and that's what he was really gunning for. Like, he was ready to, he didn't want to give up the Crusher, obviously, if he didn't have to, but really wanted to try and find some more specialists to pick off.
Yes.
Bottom of 3.
Bottom of 3. Oh, nice.
Oh, here. Yeah, that seems good.
All right.
Hold on. It's 2. Dice down. Okay.
And that's it. He called it.
That's going to be game, it sounds like. They're discussing last second classified, see if there's anything that can be done. This is actually a really good thing to do with your opponents at the end of a game, especially if they have a few orders left potentially, is to workshop with them if they're kind of stumped. Like, is there a classified they can get? Is there a way that they can try to get points? Just in the spirit of sportsmanship, we're all in this together to have fun. It's a cooperative game, even though we're playing competitively against each other. This game doesn't work unless everybody is, helping each other out. So, yeah, so I'd love to see this kind of thing. I like to do this in my own games to see where we can finalize stuff.
Nice.
So
There we
that's
go.
going to be a win to Joel, and it looks
believe
like
he got 2. I think he got 1 classified and secure HVT.
Yep, 1 classified and secure HVT. So that looks like we are going to be solid on. Okay.
Yeah, you got it taken care of?
Yep.
Okay. So, cool.
So yeah, so it looks like
Alright, so
the
2
end
classifieds.
scoring on the game is going to be Joel getting 2 points for more specialist troops, 2 points for more lieutenant kills, 2 points for more army points, 1 point for getting more weapons or panoply items, 1 for classified and 1 for security feats for 9 points. Oh, 10 points. It looks like he was able to secure that last objective. So 10-0 to Joel. Andy was definitely the underdog, but he did a great job holding them off, and it was a fun game to watch.
Yeah, glad we got to see it. Like, it was looking pretty good for Morats going into their turn 1, but yeah, didn't really get the necessary momentum to clinch the game.
All right. And I think that's it for us for the first day of the Krug, and we will see everybody again tomorrow at about 10:30 in the morning.
Yep, we'll see you then.